Good morning, fourth graders. We're going to do a little bit of review here, and then we're going to have a really cool activity, one that I enjoy doing with you or actually allowing you to do. And so we'll get to that in just a few moments. But I want you to take your whiteboards right now, and I'm going to give you an antecedent or a pronoun, and I want you, and I'll give you the pronouns case, whether it's objective, subjective, or possessive, and I want you to write the pronouns that could be used to replace it. So the first one is people, subjective. So what subjective pronouns could you use to replace the word people? Show your answers. You should have chosen they or we. So now, Caleb, possessive case. Caleb, possessive case. And that would be, show your answer, the pronoun his. Andrea and Carlos, objective case. Andrea and Carlos, objective case. Show your answer, them. You, and I'm pointing to you, the students, objective case. You, the students, objective case. Show me your answer. The answer should be me or us. Now I would like you to take your book and turn to page 307, lesson 160. And I would like you to do the take 5 on page 307, lesson 160. When you have completed that, Mrs. Osborne will go over those answers with you. Now I want you to go to page 158 in your workbook. There you should see the words fourth grade. And now we're going to make this a word sculpture. We're going to put words inside certain letters of the word fourth grade. And I don't want you just to stop at 3 or 4. I want you to try and fill these letters with the correct words, the part of speech. So on the number 4, you're going to write nouns that describe fourth grade. They can be compound, proper, abstract, or common. But we're going to fill this for the 4. It should be right numbers on the F of 4, just the F of 4. My instructions on the board are correct. What I spoke was wrong. You're going to write the nouns on the number 4. Okay, so you see the number 4, and then you have the TH, and then you have the word grade. Okay, so in the number 4, you're going to write nouns. For an example, you could write Mrs. Franklin, or any of the other teachers that you have had this school year. You could write subjects, you could write ideas so I want you to write as many nouns as you can, and I don't want you to write really big so only 3 or 4 fit. you probably should be able to write 8 to 10 nouns in that sentence, in that number 4. But right now, I just want you to do 2 or 3, and I'll give you time to go back and complete the rest of the number 4. On the T and H, you're going to write adjectives that describe 4th grade. Maybe hard, fun, challenging. So in T and H, it's going to be adjectives. So you're going to go back and you're going to do the adjectives for T and H. And again, I'd like to see 8 to 10, maybe 12 words in the T and H. On the G, you're going to write verbs that describe what you did in 4th grade. And if you have trouble thinking of some of the verbs, go back to your nouns and see if you can change some of them into verbs. Again, you should be able to come up with 8 or 10, but if you need help, you might be able to ask Mrs. Osborne or maybe a neighbor to help you with some of the words that would be verbs. Now, just this past week, we started doing interjections. Wow, hey, yay, oh. So in D&E, you're going to write some interjections that describe this year. So again, you should be able to come up with several interjections. Now, once you have completed all of your words, then you're going to try to think of a fun theme or a title for your 4th grade sculpture. And you can draw it or you could create it out of the words and the numbers. You could write it, but you can use your colored pencils and crayons to do this. So once I tell you to go ahead and finish it, if you want to get colored crayons or colored pencils and crayons, you could do so. But I want you to take some time and not just rush through this. I want you to take some time and I want you to really think about things that you've learned, ways that you could describe with adjectives, verbs, or interjections your 4th grade year. So you're going to take some time and maybe you'll have chance at the end maybe to share some of your words with the class if there is time. So right now, if you want to go get your colored pencils and crayons quietly, you may do so. And I look forward to hearing about all the wonderful words that you put about 4th grade.